industry, I should say, because we like to keep a lot of it here, is fish. It has 25 different glaciers on it and 55% of all the glacial ice of the lower 48 states. We're going to be able to pretty much see it from the entire rest of the tours. Plenty of opportunities to take some photos. But yeah, no, it's the skyline, very obviously, right? Well, it creates its own weather because of all the snow and ice on top of it all year round.
There is Seattle.
Blue sky day like today here in Seattle.
I'm live on YouTube. Pretty good. Alan got it for us.
Speaking of clouds,
You got it for us?
rain, and all that
Is it good?
stuff.
It's pretty good. I don't think she'll like it because it's pineapple, but I like it.
I don't mind pineapple juice.
It is sort of a miscommunication about
Isaac, come. I'm live on YouTube. Come look it. They want to watch us. There's Seattle, everybody. We're in Seattle. Ooh, delicious.
But we get more days of rain than any other city.
Cheers, Seattle.
Where's the... Oh, there's a mountain, guys. He said you can only see it 90 days of the year, approximately.
They run into the Cascade Mountains, of which mountain here is one. They bounce into those and then they just sort of sit over the city. So it's often overcast and
Pineapple?
gloomy.
Tastes good.
They suck up some water from Puget Sound
Are you gonna go get it?
and spit it back at
Alright, I'll
us.
be here. Go ahead.
So we get
Oh,
like
that popcorn
drizzly,
smells good,
hazy,
though.
like sprinkle rain days, but we get a lot of them. So not a lot of torrential rainfall. 37 inches of rain on average a year, compared to those clouds on the far side of the Olympic Mountains, way off the right side of the boat. On the Pacific coast, they get about 14 feet of rain every year. It's actually part of the only temperate rainforest in North America. It's like a small piece of it is out there on the coastal Bow National Rainforest. If you have a chance to go
Well, we're watching, we're on a boat tour in Seattle. Alan, Angel, Isaac, Coral, and I are here on the Argosy tour.
We use these terms kind of interchangeably. The difference is pretty simple.
They said that boat, you can only, I mean not the boat, the mountain can only be seen approximately 90 days of the year. It's pretty cool.
And the water between the boat you're riding on and the Olympic Mountains, Bainbridge Island, which is the closer little hill of trees and everything like that, is Puget Sound.
And there's Seattle. There's a Space Needle. We will be going there tomorrow. There's the city of Seattle.
Puget Sound is a sound because it exits to a larger body through 2 or more openings. So you go about 80 miles
And this
north,
tour is 1 hour.
into Vancouver Island in Canada.
I think we've already gone through probably 15 minutes. Took me a little while to start the live, so you guys can watch.
Rather than a bay. They were carved at the end of the last ice age, so it's very deep. If you were to drop the Space Needle, which is 605 feet tall, off the side of the boat, it would probably disappear almost entirely. It averages about 600 feet deep.
Talk about nasty beer.
Yeah, this nasty beer.
Because it's so deep, it is
I'm not
very
drinking beer.
cold.
Mom, don't listen to him.
It's apple juice.
It's apple juice.
Even on a
Apple
hot
juice.
day like today,
Apple
it's
juice.
hot, please don't jump off the boat.
And mine's
The water
pineapple
temperature
juice.
Never gets above about
That's
45 degrees Fahrenheit.
apple juice as well.
You'll get hypothermia in about 5
huh?
minutes and die. So, not many people go swimming out here. But because it's so deep and so cold, it's rich in nutrients. And
Apple juice and pineapple juice.
full of animal life. The aquarium, as I pointed out, is a great place to learn a lot more about the sea life
some popcorn?
in this immediate
Alright, you should go get some.
There's one
It smells
the
good.
animal, probably one of my favorites, that you cannot see at the aquarium.
Corey, you want a snack, right? Go get some.
I know.
And that
I might.
is
What do they
Porkbell
have?
whales.
Oh, look at
Yeah, 2 different
What is it?
types of orchid
Oh,
whales.
that's it.
We see around here.
That's the mountain.
I can see it earlier.
Transient orchid.
They said it's only visible 90 days of the year.
Yeah.
That's only 3 months. Yeah, it's always foggy and rainy, but guess what? The days of the year it's gonna be sunny. So I don't know what the fuck
everybody.
That one over there?
Let us know. Hey, everybody. Let us know if we should go on a cruise and where we should go. Let me know in the comment section.
But we've never been to.
Coral said to ask the comment section, where should we go?
What cruise should we take?
And what cruise should we take? And what time of the year
Maybe the one
should
with
we
the
go?
sled.
On the water.
That one's to Alaska though.
Really?
Yeah, so you go to Alaska, you're there for a little bit, you come back.
How do you know?
The guy was talking about that cruise earlier.
Oh, we
Talking about it.
weren't live at that time,
He
so
said that one goes to Alaska.
that's cool.
On the right side of the boat is the Dubai Express. And out
Dubai
of
Express.
port with cargo boxes on it.
Cargo boxes to Dubai.
We're gonna much closer look at some other cargo ships later on in the tour. It's pretty cool to see all the boxes stacked up there. There's at least as many boxes below the deck as there's above the deck to keep the boat nice and stable. But back on the left side of the boat, now we get this whole view of the Seattle skyline right now. And so it's a great opportunity to talk about.
I said it's a great view today because there's no clouds, nothing. I said it's a great day in Seattle. Clouds in the distance.
When they built it, it was supposed to be looking forward 50 years. What future might look like. There, science, technology, the world of tomorrow. But as you may have noticed, there's only like 5 buildings in the world that look anything like the Space Needle, and one of them was on
Yes.
the Jetsons. So what happened? Why did
One's in
that
Chicago.
materialize? It probably has something to do with the fact that it only has 3 usable floors. So not an efficient use of space. However, it is one of the safest buildings in
You
the
know how
city,
much it is to
so
eat at the
if
Space
there were a
Needle,
natural disaster,
Isaac?
like a big earthquake we're
$3.50 for
expecting
2
in the
people.
next 100 years or something.
we have
It
to pass,
can
right?
withstand up to
Huh?
100 miles
We
an
have
hour
to pass,
winds
right?
and
No,
No,
that's
no,
to
no,
eat
no,
there.
no. That's eating. That's separate.
One of the safest spots to eat.
Ours is just to be on the
And
floor
on
to
the other
look
side
at
of the
everything.
skyline, on the right-hand side,
Did we go up,
above
though?
all those beige
Yeah, we're gonna go to the very top. But there's a floor too where you go eat and you're at the balcony and they give you like really good food and really good dessert and stuff and champagne, but it's $3.50.
Originally, it's supposed to be
Ish.
over 1,000 feet, 76 stories. Most 76-story buildings are over 1,000 feet. The man who was having it built had big plans. He wanted that specific number of floors. He leased out all of the office space. And then the FAA came knocking and was like, hey, we have 2 airports south of you. We have airplanes flying right over the city to land. You can't build buildings over 1,000 feet. We'll have to reroute flights, and if we do, we'll fine you for every single airplane we have to maneuver around your building. So you can either pay us a whole bunch of money or make your building shorter. As I already mentioned, he'd already leased out 100% of the office space. He didn't want to kick any tenants out. So he came up with a creative solution. He trimmed 6 inches on every single floor to bring the building under 1,000 feet and keep it 76 stories. So it's now the shortest 76-story building. It's the tallest shortest building on the West Coast because they're buildings with fewer floors but are taller.
Yeah, they are.
One cool fact.
Sounds pretty
Because of
cool.
that FAA regulation,
Right now they're saying that they cut 6 inches off of each floor for the tallest building.
But the center of the skyline, you see that glass, the white and blue
Check.
glass rectangular building that looks the
Wait, you
same
have
height.
it?
I have it with me.
Oh, Drew it.
Measured
Alan's gonna try to fly his
from the water,
drone.
It is about the same height, but from the
Hopefully they
ground,
don't.
it's 100 feet shorter,
Hopefully they don't
still
force
on
land.
hills,
Maybe you can ask
still
him.
an optical.
He's gonna ask.
And the last building I'm just going to mention, because we'll talk about it when we're a lot closer, is way on the right by itself, half as tall as all the other buildings. Looks like a little like a crayon. It's got the pyramid. It's the Smith Tower. That was the first ever skyscraper in Seattle. Tallest building, never built a safety deal. So you can imagine, skyline back
She said we have a 0.01% chance of the captain allowing us to fly the drone.
Just for all of you here today, they would build all
All of you here today. Thank you. She's gonna go ask the captain.
Past our Washington State Ferry, just went past in front of us. The Washington State Ferry is super busy. They're one of the busiest ferry systems
they'd be like,
in the
okay, what do we do
world.
with this fucking fish now?
You'll notice
And
if
they
you're
try to
paying
keep it in the room, it
attention,
would
past
smell
follow
and, like,
entirely
the maids
way
would have to
through the
deal with it and
double-ended.
shit.
So to save time, they don't turn around in the middle of the day.
It was a bad idea.
They can dock and load and unload cars access from either the front or the back.
Drink yours.
The front is the back and back is the front. Completely double sided. Color on both ends. Well, so you can just go straight across.
We're going closer to the mountain.
And they're super important to us, and the reason why they're so big is because off on the right side, all the hills covered in trees and stuff. Bainbridge Island, Bremerton, the Olympic Peninsula. Lots of people live out there, but work in downtown Seattle. And because Puget Sound is big, it goes about 40 miles south, and it's about 8 miles across. It's really hard. You can't build bridges or anything. It's a drive. It takes like 2 hours. So like 100,000 would win. Working in downtown Seattle, it'd be like 100,000 people a day taking those ferries back and forth across the water.
Así fly to the top of the fly to the top of the yeah, I got fly to drop it down there.
We're about halfway through. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you're from listening to my voice, you have any questions?
Yeah, just need a drone with me.
I know our marketing coordinator, she's like a super big fan of things like that. I can't remember her name. You could call and just be like, can I have the email for your marketing? They'll probably be like, heck no, but...
Actually, I could probably get it too, because like I do work for a company that produces TV shows for Discovery.
Oh, there you go.
So I could just like, hey boss.
Especially like we've got a boat that does ferry runs. Oh, actually, it's not good.
Well, hold up. Which is the ghetto boat that doesn't care what you do on there? That's a boat. Like it's like near drowning, but still surviving.
You mean
I
Spirit?
don't think they would
Like
let
airlines?
any. I don't think they would let any boats like that out onto the water. No,
They let them fly.
yeah, no, I don't. Everybody in the business is pretty like. But, yeah, I would say you could definitely reach out to like our marketing department and see if they would like be like, oh yeah, go ahead, as long as we can use it on our Instagram, because I know our marketing director would be like,
Free?
excited.
Ooh, nice.
I'm like, I'm gonna definitely reach out now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Go get up on the boat for free. So yeah, you bring,
Stacy.
two people. Wow.
That's not even half.
Hey.
Okay, fine.
I
fucked up the phone.
Smells like the beach over here.
I was chugging mine.
You drunk, Alan?
Huh?
You drunk on live YouTube?
Yeah.
What?
This is Father Arnold. I didn't see him go.
Cheers, Father.
Huh? He went to Susanville. Now we have Father.
I think I turned your son to an alcoholic.
No, it's apple juice.
Which son? She's got. Three
Oh,
of
that
them.
one.
She's got 3 right here. Which one?
I want water.
Oh, wow. He said, I want one.
Out there with the water.
What's over there, Coral? Ooh, look at that one.
All the way down.
What cruise is that? Oh, look at that cruise.
It's Ovation
Damn.
of the Sea.
Hey, look at that cruise.
That one doesn't
Oh,
have
that's
a,
the Royal Caribbean.
It doesn't have a slide.
Hey, Presley.
Where's the slide?
That was the one we're supposed to do that for
Was it? Yeah, it was Royal Caribbean, huh? It wasn't Seattle, though. It was Florida, wasn't it?
It wasn't,
It was Florida, wasn't
it
it?
wasn't Florida. It was in California.
Was it? Oh, it was Long Beach, the Long Beach one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Long Beach.
Are you on there? You were supposed to go to Mexico, I think.
Yeah, the Mexico. I mean, those are cheap. We could always do it.
It was like $400 for like the
For like a week or something, or like 5 days or 6 days. Yeah, but this one doesn't look like it has a slide, so we're gonna have to pass. It does have some weird thing that looks like a ride. I don't know what that is. Look at that.
I wouldn't trust it. I don't know what it is.
And as you already know, like Titanic, not an F-boat, so if it sinks, all those motherfuckers are gonna die.
It's okay. I'll be first on the boat.
Women and children.
Women and children.
Oh, actually, it's rich people, then women and children.
Hey, popcorn smells good.
I told you the popcorn smells good. It smells like I'm at a movie theater.
Someone almost
I
back.
wish somebody would go buy
Get some
some.
water as well.
Hey, touch your nose, touch your nose. I wish somebody would go buy some. Alex,
Alex.
look at this. Everybody got those except you. Yeah, woo!
Hold up. Where's shampoo? Hold on. Ready?
Wait. Who buys popcorn?
What?
Point at one of us to buy popcorn. Yeah, which one of us?
Just pick someone random. Just pick a random
Pick a
person.
number between 1 and 10, each of you.
5.
9.
7.
I said 5.
Ah! Thank you.
5 it is.
Alan gotta buy us popcorn.
I get a couple. You should have
Woo.
told me. I need my mask. I forgot it too.
Yeah, Alan's buying everybody popcorn.
Hey, he was the first one to say the number too.
Yeah,
The guy wasn't even listening to our
yeah, he was already done.
he was like, he already got it.
That cruise looks interesting, but no slide. We need a slide.
We'll go.
Hey, the guy stopped talking.
Costco.
Hey, that was the guy. That was the guy who talks.
He's on break.
That's why I said. Hey, I want to talk about it.
You didn't hear him? He said 5 to 10 minute break.
Oh, 5-10 minute break. So the guy is on a 5 to 10 minute break. So we're taking pictures. Thanks to him, Alan buying us popcorn. You can see the mountain over there. Right there. Actually, we saw it from the airplane too. So maybe, I don't know if I showed the footage or not, but I'll show it. It's so bright. Thank you for recommending the tour on TikTok. Beachy the Reef. I had some people recommend this. So I don't know if you heard what they said. Did the Space Needle construction was very popular. I think it's in like 5 cities, and people stopped building it. And it was even in the futuristic movie, in the show. I mean, what's the show? Meet the Robinsons is a futuristic show.
Oh,
I think he said. And that are actually livable, but it is usable. But it is the safest of all the buildings. He said. Only 3 usable floors. And Chicago has one, and no, I'm losing data. So Toronto has one.
Alright, back to the south end.
Back in the south end, and
Side of the boat, you can see
oh,
these
they help.
massive ships. On the underside, you go in the water, basically. So the whole dry
My
dock
hands
is
are
hollow,
clean.
they'll pump water inside.
Yeah, it tastes like soap.
It sinks down.
Yeah?
Your hand.
They can just use a tugboat to
Why'd
push
you lick
the
my
ship
hand?
in between the walls, pump the water back out, and it all just floats right up to the surface. The two
So
ships
here,
have
they left the boat so they can work underneath them.
The right side is the Cape St. George, which is a guided missile cruiser.
Oh,
And
guided missile
to the
cruiser.
left of it
Which
is
one?
a much more interesting vessel. Ever again. Water in 3 different places. That spreads the weight of the boat out a lot more, enabling it to go a lot closer to shore. It doesn't sit as deeply in the water. It It only needs about 18 feet deep of water to operate in. And also, because it sits higher in the water, it can go really fast. That plus the 4 jet engines you can see, those 4 openings at the very bottom of the middle.
The 4 engines right there?
Helps it to go up to a recorded speed of 47 knots, which is probably less than its actual top speed, but that's like 55 miles an hour. This ship is over 400 feet long, so it's like the size of a Washington State ferry, going freeway speeds right up against shore. It's like a fighter jet for the water, and those double doors open up the back are for modular weapon systems. So they wanted a ship that could carry out any mission. Instead of building a different type of ship for different types of missions that can do anything, they just load in the specific weapon systems like surface-to-air missiles, ship-to-ship missiles, that kind of thing. They can just load it in and out, changing what it can do at any moment. And then the last ship is another guided missile cruiser, the Chosen. It's covered in all those white tarps because we want to keep the water clean. And so it's important when you do work on a boat, especially when it's sitting in the water like that. You wrap it up so that paint chips and chemicals and things
Give me
don't
popcorn.
They're clean.
She gotta give me popcorn and it tastes like clean popcorn.
I watched the popcorn before I gave it to you. Make sure it was good.
We can see on the right side this bright blue and white boat tied up alongside of a wooden dock. That is Maxim Petroleum. It's a boat gas station, as simple as that. That global provider, that bright blue ship, is a very small oil tanker. And then this green flat boat with all of the semi-truck trailers piled on top of it is a barge for Alaska Marine Lines. There is no train tracks running from the lower 48 states to Alaska. So the only way to get train cars and things up there is to load them onto a ship and drag them by boat. This is a train barge, so there are train tracks built onto the deck of that barge, and they can roll a train. They probably never will build a rail line all the way to Alaska because it goes through a lot of wilderness, and it's a really long way to go. But now we can see very clearly on the right all these cargo boxes, these big white cranes. They look like the Imperial walkers from Empire Strikes Back. These are gantry cranes. They're specially designed for the loading and unloading of all these cargo boxes. The cranes themselves are China and shipped in one piece across those. Ready to go. Each of these gantry cranes, as we'll see, we're going to get a little closer to. Together like Legos. It makes loading and unloading ships and trains and trucks super quick. Didn't used to be that way. It wasn't until about the 60s that they did that. It used to be they would, have to unload the semi-truck trailer, get everything inside. They had barrels, they had crates, they had bags, all kinds of stuff. It would take them like a week or more to load a ship the size of the one they're riding on with cargo. Now they can load a ship 10 times the size of the one you're riding on in like one day. And how that came about was a truck driver in New Jersey decided that it was ridiculous that they would unload his whole trailer and just to put it back into a different trailer somewhere else. So he just unhooked the trailer and was like, just put the trailer on the boat. So they did that. They're like, why didn't we think of this sooner? The UN standardized the size of boxes. There's 2 primary sizes, 20 foot and 40 foot. So that's one thing every country in the world agrees on, is what size ship we're going to, or what size box we're going to mail to each other. And you'll notice this ship, the APL Santiago, has been here for about 3 days, I think. It's very full, stacked like 7 boxes high. Looks very top heavy. This ship is huge. If you stood it on end into this downtown skyline, it would be like 100 feet taller than the tallest building. 10,000 of these cargo boxes. And again, like I've been watching them, they've been simultaneously, I think, loading it and unloading it. But it's only been a couple of days that it's been doing that. Because these crane operators are super good at their job, it takes them only about 60 to 90 seconds to move one of these boxes on or off a ship. There aren't any working right now on this ship, but as we pass these cranes, you can see up underneath where the cables are hanging down, there's the claw. Up at the top of those We'll get a real close look at a couple of these gantry frames, so we'll be able to see that glass box I was talking about just at the top of the wires and on there. We're also going to see the headquarters of Starbucks. It's on the currently the left side behind these two white cranes. It's the brick office building. See it as the boat turns. You can see, of course, the green eyes of the Starbucks siren looking over the city, singing her siren song, calling everyone to Starbucks for coffee.
This is the closest we're gonna get to the mountain.
Local neon lights.
This is the closest we're gonna get to the mountain.
It's 90 miles away.
They will give you like 2 or 3 places.
This is the closest we're gonna get.
Not because Starbucks is bad.
You know, it's still inactive. It's still active.
They're everywhere.
Volcano?
Problem is, they don't know when.
Oh, there it is. See it? Right there. Starbucks headquarters right there.
But we're very committed to the environment in Seattle, so we try to recycle as best we can. We're trying to recycle some of these cardboard boxes. Starbucks is one business that has been recycling them. There are a couple of neighborhoods.
I saw
where
it.
they've burned. Another local business is recycling them. You can for a small lawn and compound. They were for an empty small one, all the way up to tens of thousands of dollars for like a fully furnished man cave or mini home or shop or something. They'll deliver it right to you on a semi truck. Even if you're a Prime member, though, I don't think you get free shipping on those. Passing by a tugboat here, the AJ. It is tied up alongside as well.
Yeah.
These barges, they're just floating gas tanks. Or big ships like these cargo ships and the cruise ships that can't go to the boat gas station right now.
That's it.
Watch,
Watch the rest on
above
TikTok.
the Shauna Cave, you can see
Thank you to my barber,
next to that tall lighthouse.
Icy Cuts. Check him out. He's right there.
As a Seahawk, colloquially.
Thank you, guys.
Very cool
I have to do it.
birds.
CDJ coming up
Fish
soon.
right
You already
diving
know.
in the
CDJ
water,
Icy Cuts
grabbing
collab.
fish right out of the water.